'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that Saint Nicky soon would be there. My sisters and I were all snug in our beds, while one little cupcake sat on our heads, and the girls in their PJs and me done watching Zaps had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the rocks there arose such a clatter, I got up from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the door I walked sort of fast. I opened the door and climbed up to the glass. The moon shone its light on the rocks down below, gave an enjoyable sight to drivers so, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and one horse-sized reindeer, with a pretty young driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nicky. More rapid than eagles her courses they came, and she whistled and shouted and called her by name. Now Honey Chestnut, now Honey Chestnut, now Honey Chestnut, on Honey Chestnut, on Honey Chestnut, on Honey Chestnut. To the top of the porch, trying not to fall, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the house top the courses they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and Saint Nicky too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of 4 little hoofs. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney Saint Nicky came with a pound. She was dressed all in fur from her head to her foot, and her clothes were not tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys she had flung on her back, and she looked like a peddler just opening her pack. Her eyes, how they twinkled! Her dimples, how merry! Her cheeks were like roses, her nose just as merry. Her droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the fuzz on her hat was as white as the snow. She had a broad face and a flat little belly, and she shook when she laughed like a dolphin at play. She was skinny and slim, a right jolly young elf, and I laughed when I saw her in spite of myself. A wink of her eye and a twist of her head soon gave me the know I had nothing to dread. She spoke not a word, but went straight to her work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and waving good-bye in the style she chose, waving her hand, up the chimney she rose. She sprang to her sleigh, to her dear gave a whistle, and away they flew like a bird. But I heard her exclaim as she drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
May you have a joyful Christmas, full of warmth